Vampires threaten the world of Andaria. To stop them, an order of knights has been created. The Knights of Andar.
Vampires not like other foes. They attack not with just their swords and strike you down. They can change a man.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, and today is episode 6 of season 1 of Knights of Andar. It is entitled The Butterfly Effect. Last week, a lot of things happened with time travel. Namely, everyone had one choice to make if they wished to go back in time and change something they thought would change the world for the better. You saw what was going on. Our light was under attack. It was being under attack by Hex and the spirit of the necromancer. We're now going to go through all the players, and we're going to see how their choices will unfold going forward. So this is going to be a very interesting episode. Without further ado, let's begin. Episode 6, The Unhinging. Lord Commander Caddick, you have made a wish. A wish to go back in time and change something. You will now make that wish again for me here. And we will follow the thread to see where it goes. What did you wish to change in time?
Well, should I say exactly what I said last week? Or can I say what I want to change? Or
Say what you said last week.
I want to go back to the day, back to when my brother got turned into a vampire.
Yes. Okay. So, all of you are in the sanctum of the Keeper, acting as a conduit, allowing the transfer of the power from the Keeper to Alabaster. During that time, you all became aware that you could use this power for a second. It became almost like another appendage, a natural thing that you could do. And you found yourself just making a choice, like a thought. And these are the thoughts that you did. You blink out. And you appear in your own body. Back in time. You look around. You're fighting off vampires. You're in the city of Solst. You're near Arctum's Tower. And you see, coming out of Arctum's Tower is Lord Vigorish, a vampire, played by Dan Isgro. Your character obviously knows Vigorish. You guys fought together on the same side, and you, I imagine, still respect each other. But as you mentioned in the past, you find yourselves on completely different sides of this battle. Lord Vigorish represents the vampires, and perhaps he's trying to keep them contained and keep some sort of semblance of control. But he's not really controlling them well enough, because obviously they're getting out, and it's a problem for the world. You, a knight, in our light, with some prestige, at this point in your career, this is about, might be around 7-8 years ago, something around there. And this is your first campaign to go out there and stop the vampires, and you chose to take everyone and go inside Solst to try to take Vigorish out and maybe some other head vampires. You're now battling with your brother, Edric, who we know becomes Hex, the vampire. He's behind you, fighting off other vampires, and you have a few other knights with you in this area. You're in the heart of Solst. Lord Vigorish is making his way out, and he seems to be looking at your brother Edric. Other vampires are fighting around you, and there is a figure coming from the other way, and this figure looks like almost like a leper, and it looks like he has like all these like robes on him, and it looks like there's almost like a rotting skin disease perhaps happening, and he's just making his way also towards your brother. You now can take control of time.
It was the leper guy.
Don't look at me.
Your first round is spent wondering about the leper.
Yeah.
Remembering, who is this guy?
Yes. No, the leper.
If you want to, so what you could do is roll an insight check this round.
Right.
And I can give you more information about that person.
I roll insight.
Round 1. Insights.
6.
6. Okay, you can ask me one question. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
I know what the question was going to be, and I can't answer that one. So what is your question here? I was looking forward to this moment all the week. So excited.
My question concerns this beggar.
Yes. Richard Wiles says, kill that figure.
Okay. The beggar is the necromancer, right? Not. That's
Who
not the
you
question.
asking?
Now, you can't ask them.
I'm not asking that. That wasn't a question.
Who are you looking at, Tom?
I'm not asking
Don't let me in.
them.
I'm gonna get in trouble with this guy.
You said right at the end. It looked
Right? Like, don't you all
I'm
agree
trying
with
to
me?
blink and like.
Not, is that the correct answer?
Still have to stop looking. I have no idea.
6 seconds on your second round. Here we go. 6.
I do remember. Okay. Is the beggar the
Time
necromancer?
Is it who?
Is the beggar the necromancer?
Yes.
Yes.
In sense.
In a sense, right. I remember now. So he's
Okay.
coming from the other way.
No.
Vigorish is that way. Do I remember this? Like, this was a moment in my past. I've tried to...
You do, but it's been hazy. It's a long time ago. If you want to roll an insight check, I'll give you the exact scenario all around you and fill you in all the blanks.
Okay. Oh, a 6.
Natural
6.
Thank you.
Derek Luxon has given a reroll to Rob Spataro.
Now,
Thank you, Derek.
Nice.
I would argue
Thank you.
for Rob. He
Wow.
has been living this memory over and over and over while he's staring at his fire.
Let's let Rob make his own decisions.
He did natural 6.
Natural 6. You can ask me an open-ended question.
Does Edric lead an attack on Vigorish? Do I remember him doing that? Is a
No.
charge made on Vigorish? Does Vigorish lead an attack on us?
One question. I already answered it.
Oh, okay, one question.
I gave you an open-ended question. You asked me yes or no.
I know, I wanted an open-ended one earlier.
Yeah.
I have no use for them anymore.
Not enough time.
Okay, so, they're on opposite sides. That's basically the question. So
Yeah, so one side is the tower. You're fighting in the middle. And then there's like rubble and such in another building to the other side. That person, the mysterious person, is coming from that side. And Vigorish is coming from the tower side. And you're fighting with knights and vampires in the middle. That's it.
Okay, so I know what to do.
Great.
I yell, "On me! Take that figure out! The ragged one!" And I charge.
Okay. You're leading it. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. So roll a d6. So now, just to put in here, so you're going to have everybody withdraw from their current fight, which they're all engaged with vampires, to go over to that figure.
I'm trusting their discretion.
Well, they're withdrawing. They're not just fleeing and dropping their guard, but they're withdrawing over there.
Right, like where, shift your focuses to this area. They'll know in the heat of the moment, right, which guys are more capable of doing
Let
that.
me loosen my neck before I go over.
They're not just going to turn around, like you say, they're not just going to turn around and sprint that way and get chopped in the back.
No. They're not-
Fight me.
But they'll understand that, and some guys might be free. You know how real battles are. Some guy maybe have withdrawn.
know,
Plenty of experience over
how
here.
battles are.
All
You're
the
not
time,
fighting.
us.
All the guys who aren't really fighting, they're just pretending.
In reality, like sword fighting, you can only do it for like 6 minutes, they say, before you just get like totally exhausted.
yeah.
So
We're
real
learning a lot here.
In real
Look this
battles,
stuff up.
in history, they would they would swing their sword for like that long, then they'd go back.
Yeah.
6
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
is up. Time to go home.
In a
Because the
fight,
battles would last
it's-
hours, and they weren't really
they
there.
fall
Let's
back for a
flash it.
minute and then go back in.
Okay,
Yeah.
So those guys those are really the ones I'm talking to.
Let's get back into this.
Now that I laid out my tactical plan.
So here we go. We're going to go around a table right now. Everyone here is going to represent one of your knight buddies. And we're going to start with Melissa. Melissa, you're going to roll against me. You're going to be the knight, and you can take a +2 against me. But I will win ties.
Okay.
Here we go.
5.
You win. Dan.
4
I rolled a 1 again. You win. Liam.
+2, 6.
5. You win.
5.
You win.
Wow.
4.
Tie. I win. Okay,
so
so
sweet.
it's pretty good. All of your guys are kind of just like backing off. They take a slice and then they make a run for it. It's fine. One guy tries to do that and then goes down, and the vampire jumps on his back. But the 4 knights that are with you go towards your brother and past him to go after that figure.
Oh, boy.
Now you are coming out Now, this is Dan playing Lord Vigorish, his vampire character from Arcane City. You are making your way over to that same situation. You see the you see the knights turn around and make their way in a beeline, following Caddick towards that figure who you believe to be the spirit of a necromancer. If that necromancer possesses or dominates one of those individuals, that's a problem. Right now,
What people? One of the knights?
anybody. So you would rather have nobody there, and if you remember back from the first episode, you believe that he was targeting his brother, one of the knights.
Right.
But it doesn't matter who he targets, it's just who he chose. So the problem is now that there are multiple knights around the figure that are now very close. He has a lot of targets to hit.
But I also still have a strong desire and a strong reason to turn Hex. Would-be Hex.
No.
No.
Well, you need the necromancer to not dominate anybody.
Is he the one who changed Tex?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did it because the process was starting and he was starting to claim Hex. So to kind of ruin it for the necromancer, he turned him into a vampire.
Okay. So now I see Caddick and 4 knights approaching the necromancer.
Yeah, the necromancer, to make it simple for you to understand, for anyone who's not getting it, it's simply the necromancer needs somebody with a soul.
In this scenario, has the process of the necromancer taking over Edric started?
No.
No. But now he has new targets, basically.
You feel like he wants Edric because he was going towards him, but now these other knights are going near him. That's where you're left.
His targets are being brought to him now.
Right. So now you're brought up. I'm now going to count you down 6 seconds.
I command the vampires to go back after the knights that are going after the necromancer to run interference.
Okay. So we're gonna do the fight again. You can stay out of this one since one guy went down, and since you're playing Vigorish now. Same role as before. Actually, we're gonna give the vampires because the knights are withdrawing and their focus is on something else. So it's even.
No plus.
So
No
we
plus.
are vampires attacking knights now?
No, you're knights. It's just even.
Okay.
It's just even. Here we go. I'm vampires.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 3. Vampire wins. Liam.
1.
5. Vampire wins.
Vigorish. 2.
6. Vampire wins.
6.
You win.
All right.
Okay, so 3 of the knights. The knights turn around. They fight. They make their way, running for a beeline, following Brave Caddick. So Brave Caddick, and they're running. It's
Bravely ran away.
and running towards the beggar figure. In the second round, they're running and then trying to fight off the vampires, and the vampires tackle them and get on top of them and start dominating them and take control and try attempt to bite them. Right. So they're on top of them on the floor, wrestling with them, and the knights go down. One knight is still with you, and will now be there with you this round when you finally reach the necromancer.
I attack.
Yes, with a move using 1 wit, you'll be in range to attack him. So 1 wit to finish your move out. You're going to attack. Okay.
All right. I attack. I am going to attack from my knowledge. 4, 6, 11, 13.
13, and you added your stat?
Add your knowledge?
Yes. 2 to that.
13 is a miss. So you go up to him, you swing, and you see this figure blurs like to the side, out of the way.
All right.
Squire William, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna attack as well. I'm gonna follow suit.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. All right.
You can use your stats as is today,
Cool.
Better.
which is better.
I'm gonna.
I hit him with a frying pan.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna
That
do that. I'm gonna
was
attack from my
damage.
knowledge as well.
Okay.
Swords. 2. I think.
We'll do the attack first, right? And then the damage?
Well, he has less dice, so you can do both same time. Doesn't matter.
I think this is right. Okay. So
7 plus stat.
7. So that's 10 on the attack.
No good. So you both approach. Whatever this is, it is powerful, it is fast, and it is evading your attacks.
So we evade. We don't actually hit him and it goes through or anything. It's just we can't hit him.
Can't hit him.
He's moving much faster than you. Swing.
All right.
Okay. Edric is fighting off 2 vampires. Let's see how this goes. So, Tom, play Edric for me.
Sure.
And I'm going to be the vampire attacking you. You're going to outroll me. You're going to take a +2.
3.
I got a 1, so you got it.
Woo! Nice.
And a 5.
3.
Okay. So, Edric is having a bit of trouble. He's getting hit, but he's also taking down vampires. So that's still moving forward.
Switch the dice around.
Lord Vigorish, you're watching this from the base of the tower, from the other side of the street. Edric is in the middle fighting a couple of vampires. You see most of the knights have gone down. They're being bit, turned, or killed by other vampires. And then after that, you see Lord Commander, or Lord Caddick at the time, and his squire, Sir Caddick and his squire, fighting off that figure.
I see Little William fighting with
Tiny William.
Little William.
What do you want to do?
They're engaged with the necromancer, though. All right, I play my magical songhorn. Take it out.
Ooh.
Okay.
How about this thing?
How does it go? Me too. I don't remember.
This is going to be a will.
I have my old character sheet here on the other system.
It's okay, but you're going to battle wills here. It's a battle of wills.
Which my will from Vigorish.
Yes, if you know it.
Okay.
Mighty.
If I can, I'm gonna target the necromancer.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, like we're
Make a will check.
enraptured.
Make a will check.
6. Unnatural.
7.
Okay. The vampires probably be Edric. Okay, so you blow this horn. Like, you see everyone starts grabbing their head. They're going down. The necromancer does not.
Oh no.
The necromancer's his prime thing is will. His prime stat is will. He does not go down. I have to roll 1, which I did not. Everyone else goes down except for one of your vampires. 1 or 2, it'll be a vampire near Edric. Otherwise, it's one of the vampires near them.
Okay. Can I act right now, or was that my round?
That was your round, yeah. Okay, so he blows a horn. You guys go down. The necromancer actually goes. The necromancer looks at you guys. Who's he gonna go for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
Reroll it.
Oh, man.
So, and the camera wasn't on me, but that was Damien, because you couldn't tell that it fell on. So here we go. I'm gonna roll this again and see what happens. It is Caddick.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Caddick, you now. Rob's like, what does this mean for the quest? What's gonna happen? You now need to roll a will save versus me.
Oh, no.
And I'm gonna roll. And I'm gonna get a +20. You really need to roll a 6 here.
Is 6 an auto win?
Yeah. 6 will be an auto win.
Come on, Caddick.
2. 24.
Do you have a roll?
Do you have a reroll?
Reroll. 6. 5.
Reroll.
Okay.
1.
No.
1 was what you needed to be taken over by the necromancer. So he goes over to you and starts throwing this power into you. You now see this happening with
I attack.
your friend.
I attack. Right then when that happens.
Aren't you down?
I attack.
1 second.
All right, fine. I'm just saying.
Hang on.
That's what I would
Hang
do.
on, little one.
He starts to put some power into you, and you feel like your body is being like empowered with something that seems to be magical in nature. You're not sure what it is. but you feel empowered, but it feels dark and evil and terrible at the same time. But that's what you feel right now. You feel like you're just getting stronger in some sort of way, okay? You also feel like you're not totally in control of your own thoughts and your will and your mind right now. So you are going to attack, and what are you going to do?
I'm going to, as fast as I can, speed over to Karak with my arm exposed.
You're taking a swipe.
Yep.
Good.
That's a 9 attack.
So you attack him. He just evades out of the way, and he's just trying to stay on him, and
Trying to just disrupt that.
whatever he's doing. Yeah. The good news is that he seems like he's not trying to attack you. He just needs to concentrate on this. I will roll. Well, actually, you didn't hit, so I'm not going to roll a concentration check. But if you do hit him, you could break it. You're making your way across. Edric sees this, by the way. You're making your way over. Edric sees 1, 2, 3 sees you. 4, 5, 6 is paying attention to him. He's paying attention to him. I'm going to re-roll it for the fun of it, though. Still on him. So he's looking at Karak, and then starts to make his way over. He goes, "Brother!" and starts running over to try to help Karak. You're making your way over. Edric, your brother, who was formerly hexed till now, is making his way over as well. We're now going to go back to you.
Can I attack?
No. You need to break the will check, so you're going to roll a will check.
Just another roll.
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so I win automatically unless I roll a 1 or you roll a 6, which didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Do you want to roll a re-roll?
No.
What do you want to do?
I'm barreling into Karak as hard as I can to break this connection.
A little vigorish, barreling into me. All right, sorry.
Everybody's little now? What?
Excuse
I am
me.
big and mighty. Everyone is tiny.
Little vigorish.
A little vigorish.
Okay, so
2 crystals. Look who he is.
you're just going to try to ram him. You're not trying to grapple. You're just trying to just run into him.
No, if it's necromancer and Karak and he's got him locked into some trance, I want to just knock right into Karak, barrel him over, and just try to break whatever connection he's formed.
Okay. So if you fail this, it'll be the necromancer shifting out of the way of it and trying to get you out of the way, or something happens on the way to Karak, you don't make contact. Either you... A numerous amount of things can happen over the rubble. You trip, you fall, you misjudge, miscalculate, or something throws you off with the magic. Whatever it is, that's what will happen if you fail. So you're going to make an attack here, pretty much. Go ahead.
What? And I could choose
It's basically an unarmed attack.
unarmed attack, but I could choose which stat I want to attack from, right?
Yes.
All right, I will attack using my agility.
Okay. Need to achieve above a 20.
Above a 20. Yes. 23.
Let's go. Okay,
Wow.
so you run up, use your vampire speed, as everyone was doing before, and you bash into them. We're now going to roll a concentration check, because that was successful. So, what was your total?
23.
23. So I'm going to have a 12 to start. I'm going to have to roll very high. So I have 3 of these rolls. No. Okay, you break the concentration. So you knock into them. The twisting of that dark, spiraling mist is still connecting them, but they're separated on the floor, and the transference or whatever that was happening has been stalled, but it's still connected. The figure is on the floor. Karak's on the floor. Seemingly looks unconscious. His eyes just look white. Okay.
I can't.
Now, I'm going to allow you to go here, because the necromancer may be stunned a little bit, so I'm going to let you go first, and then the necromancer will act.
I'm gonna attack him again. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Come on now.
14.
14. I'm going to give that to you on this one because he's on the floor, stunned and prone.
All right.
So that's a hit.
All right, cool. 5 damage. Yeah.
So you come over and you put it through one of his arms, and he's like, ah! You see him scream, and you see the head is like 3 or 4 different places, like he's blurring in reality, and the spirit is like trapped in this, or not trapped, but instilled into this figure. The necromancer sees you, because you just attacked him, and just leaps up and then goes to clench into your chest, into your heart.
Great.
What?
A 6 will be insta-kill.
Oh boy. Okay.
1 will be a miss. Anything else will be an attack. Just a hit.
Okay.
5.
Reroll anyone?
It's not an instant kill, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I rolled low stars. That's good. 22 damage. Oof. He claws into you, and you feel like there's wounds inside your chest, like he went inside.
Awesome.
Okay. You could take no action. Well, you could take a will check because it should be much easier right now. Defeat a will check of 10, and you can break the mist. Just roll d6, add your will.
8.
No. So it's you're still chained up to him, Lord Vigorish.
I see the connection is still active.
Oh yeah.
I roll up my sleeve. I say, Kadak, if you don't drink, Andaria's done for. We need to break this connection. We need to break it now. Kadak. We have no other options.
No.
Kadak,
I can break this.
you cannot. Kadak. The entire world is done for. He's too powerful. I can help you.
No. You tried to help my brother, and what did it bring us? It brings us a future of war.
You don't know what he's talking about because that's a different timeline.
That's true.
Just reminding you.
I know. Yeah. I just couldn't realize it in the moment too. I'm like, yes, no, it's good, but that's
what you would have said.
Kadak, I know you don't understand what we do or what we are, but you need to understand your duty. Your duty is to protect Andaria. And now the best thing you can do for Andaria is drink.
No, we have to stop the necromancer now.
You can't. You can't.
Whoever you do this to, he takes control
Kadak,
of them.
Don't have time.
No, I break free.
The necromancer.
I break free.
I break free. Da, 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 da. How did I do it? I don't know, but I did it. So, as you're talking, which was a long time, the necromancer gets up and tries to reconnect and pull and puts the last part of his crystal into you, or his power into you rather, and take over you and combine his soul with you. Here that comes. I'm like, hold on. 4, 5. Give it 6 seconds for a reroll.
Reroll.
No! Reroll.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
One more round.
So if he tries to do it, you resist. You turn around at the same time, and like he can't get it, and he's sitting there, and he's like creating a vortex, trying to do it again. Immediately, you now can take an action. You can take an action. You can take an action.
Kadak, we don't have time. If you don't do this, you will be under his control.
I swing at the necromancer. Multi-attack this time. All right.
You got a 6.
He's got 2.
So you get an extra point of damage onto it. So you get a 6. That's an extra point. That's an extra die of damage there, and then you have added onto it is 13. So that's 19 plus your
Agility is 21.
21. Yeah, man, that's a.
I did it.
You run up. Do you bear claw right now?
Yes.
you run up. You put bear claw through him with the 6. As you do it for a second, your father appears. Attacks from behind and disappears again.
Whoa.
You could times 3 your damage. Go ahead.
Okay, extra die too, right? So I'll take. Look at this.
Oh, baby. Hey. All right, all right.
10, 15, 18 times 3, 51.
4.
54.
What?
51 damage.
54 damage.
54 damage. I'm gonna let you roll a 1d6. If you don't roll yet. If you roll a 1, the spear of the necromancer will be kicked out of the body and into the air, and this is over.
Whoa.
Because you did 54 damage in one shot.
Which one seems one-ish?
Take one to dance.
Okay.
I have so many.
You want my Monday night die?
So I plunge the blade into his heart. 4. Reroll.
Do you have a reroll?
One more is 1.
Okay.
5. Strike now, Vigorish.
Out of the body.
I'll attack on that. I definitely attack. 4, 8, 13. No,
13.
4, sorry, 8.
No, not enough.
Yeah, 13. Sorry.
Not enough. You come at him. He still just moves out of the way. Lord Vigorish, you go.
I look at Katic, and I look at the
Starting to
necromancer.
believe.
He's starting to. he's starting to believe.
That's right. That's right. Jump the building, eh?
I attack the necromancer.
Like a little kung fu
Yeah.
vampire attack.
Yeah, my vampire nails. I'll attack with my agility.
Okay.
Again, 23.
That's a hit.
Claw him up.
Blow 'em up.
Okay.
Anybody else imagining a cat attacking a pillow?
Not until now. you come to the side of him and you claw the figure, like start clawing it, and dealing damage.
Damage?
You can deal do 6d6 damage.
All right, I'm gonna roll 3d6 and double it. How about that?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Could just roll the other 3.
10.
Ooh. Great vampire. He's
Okay.
very slippery.
This creature, this humanoid, this being is physically very hurt and very near death. You can tell. But the necromancer goes, and he probably's got one more round in him.
He's going to try that thing on me again.
You figured it out. I know. So you go. As he's starting to fall down, and this was in the moment, he's like being defeated by both of you by these attacks. He's like, ah! And you see the soul, the dark soul, which is a necromancer, leap out of the body and just like try to grasp you. And almost like this is his last ditch attempt to escape the body and either go up into the ether, into your body, or nowhere else. And he tries to travel into you. Here comes that roll. Again, if I roll a 1 or you roll a 6, it won't happen. This is the last part of his power. This is why we play. If the door is ajar, then you're watching
Knights of Andar.
Knights of Andar. Here it goes. The roll.
The reveal.
The reveal.
Prestige.
You know, I don't think you're really dragging it out long enough.
You're just gonna do all the things. Shake it up for a little while. Shake it.
A little to the right.
Shake it.
A little to the left.
Give a little lich.
All the things.
You want to use the lich? The lich?
Oh no!
Very appropriate. I mean, how many times? Here it comes.
Oh man.
The lich roll. Anyone want to
Wow.
reroll me?
No.
I kind of do, but I'm out of rerolls.
I don't have any either.
Man.
No.
You have rerolls.
I tried earlier.
I do. I feel like that's really nasty if I if I do that here, because it literally would just be turning him into the vampire, not a vampire, into the necromancer. So I will not use that because that would be too much control or power on my part. But if anyone out there's got a reroll and you want to see this happen, Fatal, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
No
7,
point.
6,
No point.
5,
Wow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Coming in from nobody. Was it on screen?
That was great. That was great. Oh,
This is the best.
All week I was waiting for this moment.
Oh, man.
Okay. You're okay. I'm okay. So the vampire. So necromancer leaps out for you, tries to take over, and his spirit goes into the sky. You guys can roleplay. Edric runs over as well. William is there, and your vampires are there, and the vampires are like circling around them, like ready for you to give the order to attack. And there's one knight left besides
I'm hurt.
everyone here.
I kind of give the sign to all the vampires to hold back.
Okay, roll a d6 for each one. As you know, you don't have great control over the vampires in this place. So if you roll a 1 on each of them, on any of them, they will attack.
How many are there?
4.
3, 6, 3, 3.
Okay, so they hold. They're all like this, though. Like you can see, they think it's ridiculous. Why are we not killing them? So they are very enraged, but they're staying. You can roleplay.
Why are you here?
Well, we came to defeat the vampires of Solst, drive you out once and for all, but...
Drive us out.
Well, that's why we originally came here, but I've come again.
That's not why we're here. We're here to slay you, my friend.
We fought side by side, Kadok.
And that is ended.
No. Well, that was our original plan.
We are here to slay the Lord Vampire. That is our campaign, and you must die.
Wait, brother.
Wait.
Yes,
You brought me across the entire world, around the city of Solst, into its very heart. And here we are. He is here. We can strike him down.
You told me not 1 minute ago that your goal was to avoid war. And you bring him to Solst?
Yes.
To kill me?
That was our original plan, but this has all happened before. I've come back. All right? The first time this happened.
What?
The necromancer seized control of my brother, and you turned him into a vampire. Just as you were attempting to do with me now.
First time? When did this happen, Kadok? What are you talking about?
This has happened before.
That spirit has taken your mind, brother.
No. Your plan didn't work. The necromancer was still going to come back through my brother, even after you made him a vampire. You didn't do it yet. You were going to do it to me just now, right? You thought it was the only way to prevent the necromancer from taking over.
Yes.
It doesn't work. It didn't work. Your original plan to do it with my brother. That's why I knew it wouldn't work now.
Kadok, I don't know what you're talking about.
But now...
Take your brother and leave Solst.
Very well.
He pull his weapon out, it glows. You gonna block it?
Yeah, I do like a Vader. Blocking move.
You do a Vader?
Yeah.
A Darth Vader?
I yell at Vader. As I do.
Okay, so roll higher than my die, and I'll let you block the weapon.
All right.
Okay, here we go. 4. You can actually equal me or roll higher, to be fair.
5!
Oh! So your brother throws it. You go in the way. You see like a bright light between Bear Claw and his weapon. His sword goes flying over. And the vampires around you go like, and they start launching in and running in from this because he attacks. They leap. How many leap on your brother? Probably all of them leap on him.
Who now has no sword.
Yeah, they would leap on him. So here that comes. Oh! I just rolled 2 6s.
Boxcars.
3-1. 2 of them jump on your brother and start like going crazy and trying to like get to his neck or somewhere they could bite through the helmet. And they're also clawing, trying to rip the helmet off, and then trying to bite. So that's what happens in their attack. You actually just went right now. So the vampires, so you block the blade. The vampires, 2 of them leap. Actually, 4 of them. 4 vampires try to leap on your brother. 2 cannot. 2 actually do get hits in, and they go for attack. For the vampires, a natural 6 is a special attempt to actually turn him into a vampire. Which now we're gonna roll for now. You've already went this round. That was your move here. That was basically your attack and your parry. You can still go. You can still go in a second after I go. Here we go. A 6 turns him. No. Yes. Brother! He's enraged, screaming at you. He goes, "Oh! What have you done?" He's screaming, and you see him like freaking out as he's being turned. You go.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching the wheels turning in Damien's brain.
Yeah,
There's so
I'm
many
trying to.
options.
Yeah, I'm trying to
What is
see like
William
what I would do.
thinking right now?
First of all, I'm really hurt, and so I was
6
kind of.
seconds.
I'm just kind of. I am.
3, 2,
I'm not gonna
1. No action.
Nothing.
Lord Vigorous, 6 seconds. 6.
Nothing. I watch.
Okay, you stay. So Lord Vigorous watches. The other 2 vampires are just feasting upon your brother.
I attack the vampires.
Go for it.
Don't.
What?
Katic. Don't. This is your last chance. You will be turned. I told you to leave. Your brother didn't listen. If you don't leave now, I promise you, you will be turned.
William, let's go.
Okay.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
Vader. Vadered him.
Vadered him.
You leave your brother behind, being torn apart by vampires. You appear back to present day, and you have changed history. We're now going to go over to Melissa. 2. Now we're on the second one. Melissa, please state the change in time that you made last week.
I said that I was going to go back to the vault hours before it was robbed, burgled, whatever.
Burgled.
And warn the guards. Or did I say leave a letter? I think I wrote a note.
Friendly letter. I have lots of questions. Burgled?
You know,
Burgled.
I'm not a criminal in real life.
I think burgled works.
When did Rob burgle?
Not Rob.
Did you say Rob burgled? Did I hear it wrong?
No. I
Robbed.
said
Robbed.
burgled. I said robbed.
there's a comma there.
burgled.
There's a comma there, yeah.
I thought you said Rob burgled. And I was like, what did Rob burgle?
Rob, burgle now.
Okay, so start again. Give me a sentence.
Okay. I said I was going to go back to the vault hours before it was robbed.
Okay, so you appear in front of the vault, outside of it, hours before it is robbed. Go ahead.
There's guards here, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Guards! You need to listen to me. Are they paying attention to me at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like there's no response to anybody paying attention to me. Okay.
You said you need to listen to you, so they're just looking at you. Usually more words come after.
You need to listen to me. In a few hours, from inside this vault, there are going to be vampires coming, along with that pyromancer who's going to be at the show tonight, and they are going to steal all the crystals in here. You can shake your head all you want at me. I watched it happen. Me? And, oh my God, what's the old guy's name?
Alabaster.
Me?
Cannot,
I'm sorry.
cannot use that information.
And that old guy.
Me, the old guy.
Me and that very powerful old person you have
Good, good, good.
Keep going.
Listen, King Thowin knows about this. He doesn't know that he'll know afterwards, but he knows and trusts us, and I am telling you right now, those crystals are gonna be taken, and if you're not listening to me and those get taken, I'm gonna come back here right after it's done and say, I told you so, and you don't wanna hear that. You need to move them somewhere else. Tell King Thowin, tell whoever you want to tell, but not whoever you want to tell. Tell King Thowin, but you need to move them to another vault. You need to trust me.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to talk to the warden, or if you say King Thowin, you know him. You know, our duty is to guard the vault. It sounds like a valuable information that should be shared with somebody who has the authority to make those changes, not us.
Where is the warden?
In the barracks.
There's two of them out there, right?
I will go talk to the warden, but I feel that at least one of you should be inside the vault.
We cannot leave your post because we cannot leave our post because a concerned citizen asked us to. You must go through the proper channels.
No one's asking you to leave your post. You're supposed to guard the jewels, right? Stand inside. Guard the jewels.
Ma'am, we are at our post right now.
Fine.
I didn't think your voice could get higher. It's so real. I love it.
Oh my god. I go find the warden.
Okay. Okay, so you go to find the warden. Halfway to finding the warden. Yeah, you don't have that much time. That was a lot more fun than I thought that was going to be.
Oh my god.
Now we're going to go into the other main event of the night. And here we go. Dan, last week you made a change in history. What was that change?
I wish to go back in time to the necromancer's temple shortly after the necromancer was destroyed there by the Blackwater bandits.
You send yourself back in time into the temple of the necromancer shortly after he was defeated. You appear on this walkway made of stone. You believe that you're underground, very far deep underground in the world. Below you is this sea of zombies. In front of you is an area where light is actually coming down, like a yellow light. And it's going down even further. And the yellow light, as you're standing there, is diminishing and disappearing. The walkway goes to the other side of the room. On the far side of the room, there is a portal there. So there are zombies below you. There's this walkway. On the other side, there is a portal. If you turn around, you see that there is a walkway that goes up to steps.
Do I see anybody there?
No.
Blackwater bandits?
No.
Is the portal open?
Yes.
I yell, Vindalar! Ogar! Thistle! Anyone? Anything?
No. Do you leave from your spot, or are you screaming that from where you began?
I'm walking toward the portal, and I'm looking around, yelling the names.
Okay. You walk to the portal, and as you arrive near the portal, you see, on the ground, the crystal rod.
Do I know what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's famous.
I pick up the rod. Can I see what's on the other side of the portal through the portal?
No.
Okay. I pick up the crystal rod. I step through the portal.
Okay. You pick up the rod. You step through the portal. The rod falls to the ground. It does not travel through the portal with you.
The same thing that happened.
And you repeat the exact mistake that Vin made, that Thistle made. You appear.
It was there.
You appear in a forest, and then you disappear.
Did I see anything in the forest before I disappeared?
No, nothing of note.
All right.
You realize how much of a tinderbox that was?
Yeah.
So if you didn't walk through the portal and just held on to it, what would have happened?
I don't know. Something.
Would you have come
But he
back
brought
through
it
time
into
with
the
it?
portal. It dropped back to almost the
like,
same
thank
spot.
God. In my head, I'm like, please do that. Please. I didn't want to say that. Like, that's part of history I do not want to mess with.
Right.
Yeah, all that worked out pretty well at the end.
In the long run.
Did you forget about the teleportation thing?
That's funny.
Well, Hutch
You wouldn't. He wouldn't have known.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
have known
That's
anyway.
amazing.
Thistle,
Yeah,
at
no,
the
he wouldn't
moment
have known.
forgot, but
Right.
Hutch wouldn't have.
Wow.
That part's probably not common knowledge, right? In the tales.
Yeah,
No.
and they wouldn't talk about, and then they forgot it.
And
Yeah,
every time they
dropped
tried to teleport, they would be like, "Tomb Maid, please teleport us." I can't. You're holding the rod. It's an ongoing thing.
That was the best. When Vinny went through and left it behind, he didn't realize it. That was amazing. And it's even more amazing that someone appears in, sees it, picks it up, walks to the corner, and it happens like
Same thing.
not so far after that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Good, good.
Okay, sorry. We're now going to Liam. Liam, what was the wish that you made?
I wish to go back and save my wife.
You travel back in time to attempt to save your wife. You live in a settlement that is outside of Orin in that area, near the mountains somewhat. And you arrive at a time where your house was under attack.
I was hoping to go before an attack happened.
Before?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So you appear, how long before?
Like, shortly before. Like, if I had come home to the attack, like the aftermath of the attack, I want to like maybe right after I had left to go on whatever hunt I did or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry, after the attack.
No. So, I remember my house was attacked
How many
when I
hours
was out
before
for
the
an
attack? Can't you just say like?
Because he doesn't know exactly when the attack happened. So basically,
Oh,
I left
right.
to go for a hunt, then my house was attacked. So like, right after I went to go for a hunt, I want to like poof.
Okay.
As I'm walking away, another me appears.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you appear. So what we're going to do is, you are only here for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow you every round to roll a d6. If you roll a 6, that will be the round that there's an attack.
Okay.
Unless you want to do something else.
Kinda, yeah.
So what do you want to do? Round 1.
So I'm outside my house.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to like bust in a panic, frantically.
Okay, so you run into your own house and you break in.
Honey, you need to leave. Take the boy now.
What's happening?
There's no time to talk about it. You need to get out of here. Vampires are coming.
She runs
Don't worry
inside.
about getting anything.
No, she goes, I'm getting my son. We're getting our child.
Okay, get him. I need you to go now.
No, he's too big. Leave him behind. Okay, so he picks him up and she runs out. She says, where should I go?
Go to the old cabin your brother used to have. And then wait for me there by dark. If I don't appear, Make your way to Orin.
Okay, she runs outside. She goes onto a horse, and she.
Okay.
Round two.
Do I have-
round 3 we'd probably be up to now.
Okay. Do I have any livestock? Like I figure maybe I have like goats or something.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go take one of the goats.
Here it comes.
I'm bringing it in the house. I am making a mess of this goat. Just like ripping it apart, blood and guts everywhere all over the place. And I'm gonna take my wife's clothes and kind of like mix them in there. And trying to stage the attack how I remember it. Like so it looks very similar to how I remember it when I discovered it.
Okay.
And then I want to take
Round 5.
some of the vampire fangs that I've been collecting and like drop a couple in the cabin.
Okay.
And then I want to leave.
Okay, so you walk back outside after doing all this.
Uh-huh.
So you have about 2 rounds left. What would you like to do?
Nothing. Just that's it.
Liam Lynch, you're a weird man.
Do any of his neighbors see him when he walks out of the house covered in goat blood?
6, yes. No. Okay, you do this and then disappear. You pretty much looped yourself into...
But now I know they're alive in the future.
You do know you're alive because you created your own backstory.
Yes. Yes.
You have no idea what happened to them now.
I know that they're safe. That's all that matters.
You know they're safe now. His old self doesn't know. And his old self becomes a vampire hunter because his future self went in there and planted evidence to pin the evidence on the vampire.
Maybe. Who knows? Was there ever really a vampire attack?
Yeah. Wow.
Chicken and an egg. But they're safe. That's all.
Now
I care
maybe they
about.
went to your neighbor's house or something. Like,
Well, he's basically saying that were there ever any vampires for real?
right, but doesn't he know that there
He doesn't know.
I came back to find, from what I remember, my house to look like that.
Right.
Interesting. Okay, I guess we're gonna do one roll. I'll let you roll it. If you
no.
roll a 1, vampires do come and mess your house up. Actually, if you roll a 1, they're gonna get your wife and child.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
3.
Reroll.
You son of a bitch. Four.
That was the longest. It was all a blur for a very long time.
Okay.
Okay, so no vampires come. You're now your own grandpa, and we now move forward. We now go over to Tom.
All right, well, I feel like I had a relatively undramatic one. So my wish was to go back and talk to Thowin before the attack, yesterday, and just say that this is coming to get his wife and his child to a place of safety. And if he lets me know where that place is, I'll make sure that they're safe in case things go south.
Okay, so let's do the conversation.
All right, that's my wish.
Okay, you go see him. Is it a day before?
Yeah, so basically, almost like almost like almost a similar thing to
Okay.
before, almost a similar thing to him.
Okay, so you
Like after we've met, like that's where I'm aiming for. So-
okay? So you
or actually, yeah, I think it would be.
so you speak with Thowin. So we're gonna do this. You appear, and you're on that tower, that floating tower that has the rope bridge out into the middle, fortress and such. You're outside. You appear, and you look at one of the windows, and you see yourself speaking with Thowin, the only other person in the room besides you.
Right. Which seems odd. I know that's what I saw like in our last game, that's what I saw. Do I remember that that's different than my memory? Or is that my memory now?
I think you think it's your memory at this point.
Okay.
So there's your memory.
All right. So I'm in there now.
So you're talking to King Thowin, and he's explaining to you what he wants you to gain Kadok's trust to get him back on this mission and to lead the Knights of Andar. Do you want to wait till that wraps up?
Yeah, is there any place I could go where I am?
You're on a ledge outside where you won't...
Like, if I were to leave, that I wouldn't see me.
No. Correct, you won't.
Okay. Then, I'm going to wait for my...
Okay.
I'm going to wait for me to leave.
Okay.
Once I leave, I'll come in.
Right.
So, your old self leaves and walks down the bridge very carefully and very nervously. Mm-hmm. And then Thowin sits down.
I knock on the door.
He opens the door. Forget something?
Not exactly.
He looks behind you and sees you walking away and sees you.
I'm from the future.
Have a seat.
Right. I don't know how much time I have, but tomorrow we'll be attacked by vampires and the necromancer. Your wife and your child will be in immediate danger. And there's a chance that no one will be able to protect them. I think if it's possible, if you send them away to some place of safety, I will find them and I will protect them.
The safest place I can believe to have them would be with me, and probably in the sanctum of the Keeper.
It will let you know. It doesn't look good. The necromancer is there.
I have to be... If the necromancer is attacking, if that's true what you say, I must be there to defend the Keeper. Because obviously he will go for the Keeper's crystal, I imagine.
I believe so, yes. Is there some place that they... If there's some place that they can go that can be safe, I will try and find them and protect them tomorrow. It's up to you. I just want to warn you of this.
I will find somewhere to put them for their safety.
All right. Okay. That's all.
Okay. As you're sitting there, you see Thowin goes to sit back down, and a blur of yourself, not fast motion, but like another ghostly version of yourself walks in. And a ghostly version of Thowin gets up and starts talking. And you see this time they're talking, and then he looks over and he introduces Jonlin. This is Jonlin. And Jonlin gets up. Nice to meet you.
Does Thowin see this too, or am I the only person who...
Thowin doesn't seem to be in your timeline or your existence, doesn't seem to be noticing this right now. But you see it is actually happening. And as you're seeing it happen, you're seeing Thowin in your existence start to disappear. And you start to disappear. And you see the other one coming into existence. And that's it. We now go over to Damien.
No pressure.
All the pressure.
Yeah.
Damien, what was the wish or change to time you made last week?
I wish to go back in time 1 month to Super Farmer and warn him about what was going to happen in this room with Thowin and the vampires and the necromancer and all that.
Okay. So you went back 1 month to talk to Thowin.
No, to talk to Super
Farmer.
Jonlin.
That's not what you decided on the end of the last episode.
Really? I thought it was. What did I say?
You were going to talk to Thowin for him to bring in Super Farmer.
Okay.
Because you knew about him, but we discussed the fact that your character doesn't really know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
That was the second last decision you made. The last decision you made was the one I just told you right now.
Okay. That's fine.
So you appear a month before, and you go see King Thowin.
Fine.
So you get in to go see him. In this point, he's actually in the throne room today, and he's in there. You meet with him.
Your Grace.
Yes. William.
Sir William, yes.
Sir William, yes. Good to see you.
I'm sorry to bother you, take up your time, but what I have to tell you is quite strange, but I really hope that you take it as seriously as possible. I traveled back in time, 1 month.
Is this by the Keeper's grace?
Yes, it was. In fact, I was in the sanctum behind your throne room with you, your family.
Describe the sanctum to me.
Your trusted knights.
We can say you describe it.
Okay, describe, yes. It has the large crystal in the middle of the room and all the other stuff.
It's like I'm there.
A month from now, vampires and the necromancer will attack the city. When I left, the necromancer was in this room with the vampires, with you.
In the sanctum?
In the sanctum, with you and your family. We were doing our best to protect you and defend against this power.
Does the battle go
I don't know.
unfavorable?
I don't know. But you need to bring in Super Farmer, Johnlin.
The farmer? Why?
Because he can defend, he can help with this battle.
You are saying...
Necromancer, yeah, the necromancer. It seemed like he was more powerful. He was resistant to
The sacred energy?
yes, your divine sacred energy. So perhaps Super Farmer could turn the tide. Perhaps he could be the key to defending you in this moment. I don't know how. I just thought I had to come back and warn you.
It is odd that this chimes in with something that has been long awaited.
Really?
So, it has just come to my knowledge.
All right.
You all appear.
That at least helps sell
Not
it.
bad,
You just
right?
disappeared right in front of him.
Yeah, that too. Probably weird. Maybe. Hopefully.
You all appear. You flicker out. We're going back to now the beginning of this episode and the end of last episode, where you're all standing around the Keeper, helping the transference of time power from the Keeper to Alabaster. If you remember, their mission was to get it into Alabaster. He's Lightborn. He could contain the power, if not use it completely, and then take that power into the Chronomancer's tower. That was the mission before, just to remind you. You're all flickering in, and you guys actually notice each other flickering in and out. You see, but it's instantaneous almost. For you, this is one round. All of that was one round that you all played simultaneously. You come back, and you see the energy from the Keeper is going into, with all of your help, going into Alabaster, and it reaches a moment where Alabaster takes it, and you see his eyes are like full of the power, and you see he's like just coming to grips with trying to maintain the power. And you see the Keeper, when it's ended, kind of doubles over. Good luck. He dissipates. And you see the crystal kind of like glimmer, and Alabaster glimmers the same way. Alabaster stands up, and everything starts to slow down or come faster, however you want to look at it, back to normal time. On the other side of the room, you see the necromancer there. He starts throwing darkness everywhere, and you see creatures are spawning out of it. You see a lich come into the room. You see a skeletal army appear out of several of the shadows to his left. And you see King Thowan immediately just going into battle with him and trying to fend off the creatures. Thowan immediately starts moving fast again to normal motion, and then starts fighting. The knights with him, the same thing. They start mowing down some of the guys that are near them, some of the skeletons. Thawen walks over to the center, takes Fragarach, and he goes by Andar. You see a large 360 burst of radiant energy goes out, and it wipes out like a ton of the skeletons. You see the lich that was created by the necromancer flies in and gets damaged by it, still tries to go for the crystal inside, and you see some of the other knights run over to it and start battling the lich. This happens all in that one round. Everything returns. The necromancer then swells forward in like this. It's almost like there's like an enormous cloud stretching maybe like 50 feet in each direction, and with him, and swells around everyone. And you see that he is not affected by Fragarach. It doesn't matter. His energy, his mist, swells around the crystal, and he goes over to the crystal, and immediately just goes. You see like 10 tentacles in made of shadow attach onto the diamond, and he's like, "Yes, the power." He's like yelling, taking it in. You all come back to your full form and your full wit. You will now go around a table starting from left to right. You have one round of an action to do. Rob, you're in the hot seat.
We were all grabbing. Were we all?
Yeah, we were all touching them. Yep.
You were grabbing
Who were we grabbing?
the Keeper and Alabaster. Alabaster's
the
now,
Keeper and
in this
Alabaster.
moment, is standing up.
And the necromancer has sunk his tentacles or whatever into the crystal.
Yes, in the center of the room. The crystal is larger than the room we're in right now. It's only the top piece of it.
Right.
So it's like witnessing the iceberg with the ice below.
I see. And now,
6, 5, 4, 3.
I'll attack the necromancer.
Okay.
Now,
Bold.
So the necromancer is hovering over the crystal, which is vast.
Oh, can I reach him? Is he like fly, like hundreds of feet in the sky?
He's not.
You are did I rethink this?
You are underground. You're underneath the fortress, and the ceiling is not that high. I would put it at about 50 feet.
As I'm charging him, what I want to do is chop the tentacles, attaching him to the crystal.
Okay, so you run over to try to chop one of the tentacles. You may try to do so.
Okay. 1.
Yes.
I miss.
You run over to try it, and you chop through the tentacle, and it doesn't break anything.
But my sword passes through it?
It passes through it.
Wow.
The tentacle's made of like a shadow mist. The same thing that was before.
Right.
I want to try and get Alabaster out of there.
Okay, so you go to Alabaster.
Alabaster, we need to get you out of here. You're important to the timeline. We gotta go.
Yes. It's time to leave for sure.
So he starts making his way out. You accompany him. Hutch.
I'll also attack the necromancer, try to break his tentacles
Smart.
Okay.
with Star Sky. 1.
Oh, man.
No good. You do the same thing. Both of you come over, just fighting through it.
Where's Alabaster headed? Like, where are they moving towards?
Nearby, there is this like a stairs going up, and they're immediately going to those stairs to try to leave.
And are there people in front of them? Like,
They're behind the knights and everything else. The knights are in the way of where the keeper was, where Alabaster was. So they're making their way over there. As they do, you can see also knights are pivoting over to kind of let him escape. Everyone knows the plan.
So it seems like he's gonna go.
Yeah, this is like the king piece trying to leave.
Yeah, I'll accompany them then. Like, I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
Can I see if Queen Linda and
The prince?
The prince are
Thalen.
Thalen. I was like, it's not Thorin. I can't remember. Are they in the room still?
You still see them in the room.
All right. And they're on the opposite side, the necromancer and the crystal in between where we are now and them?
I'll say this: you do see them in the room, but this time they're actually near the steps instead of being in the corner. There's a change.
I'm gonna make my way over to them.
Okay, they're on the way for where you're going right now.
Yeah.
I'll take a quick look around. Do I see Super Farmer?
As of right now in this round, you don't see anything.
Okay. Then I'll run towards Caddick and Hutch to join in the fight with them because I see they went to go attack the necromancer and.
Okay. So you run over. Are you attacking
over
tentacles, or are you just there to support?
I probably would not swing at the tentacles, especially if I saw both of them do it, unsuccessfully. I would, but I'm not sure what I would do just because he's above, right?
He's in the
floating.
middle of, yeah.
So I can't reach him with a sword.
No.
He's clearly,
no.
Yeah,
and there are other minions around the area, so you could go over there and protect if you.
Yeah. So I'm going to join the battle with them, basically. But
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, you travel over there, just trying to aid the two of them. 1, 2, 3. You guys are heading up the stairs to get Alabaster out, and the necromancer is there, and he's like, "So much power. I will turn this whole world into the realm of shadow." You can hear his voice echoing out, and it also sounds like it's low, as if he was in your ear. "The power will be mine. This world and all its souls will be made as one." You see him just taking all the power in, just absorbing it. If I roll a 6, the necromancer accomplishes his entire plan this round now.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And the entire crystal of time gets absorbed to him. And the world of shadow and the physical plane, will become one.
I'm glad I burned all my rerolls on
Oh
Rob.
boy.
This is why we play.
Are you gonna lich it?
Yes.
Oh man.
The Lich. If I roll, what'd I say, a 6?
6.
Just a 6.
6. Should it be a 1?
No.
6.
I get a
6.
6. I feel like
No.
Reroll.
Aha.
Was it a 6?
It was
Yes.
a 6.
6.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was a 6. Re-rolling.
Oh man.
That's it.
Do you still want to be a 6?
4.
Do you want to be a 4?
No.
What? No, don't change it now.
No, it has
Don't
to
change
be
anything.
what it was.
Don't change
Right.
anything.
Yeah, Rob's right. It's got to be the same roll.
Right. If it's a reroll, I don't think you can
This
change
doesn't
that,
matter
right?
really. Just go do it.
You want to roll?
No!
Of course I do.
Too much of responsibility.
Here it is.
2.
I would, Rob, I really thought you were going, yes.
Oh my god, bold. Okay, so he tries to take the power. Anybody running up or around the crystal, he does a swell, a power pull. And imagine if you could see the power from below on the bottom of the crystal, energy is sucked up through a straw. It goes like and it sucks into him, and you see white light go come around him.
Oh man.
See?
That's what happens on that round. In round 2, you're making it up the steps. No?
Well, when I hear that and I see him do that, I'm gonna turn around and go for broke, and I'm gonna try to just dive onto the crystal.
You're nowhere near. You have to spend around to get back over there now.
Yeah, that's what my plan is, to just run to the crystal instead.
Okay, so you start running to the crystal in this round, and you abandon Alabaster. He is no longer protected by you.
Yep.
Who else is with Alabaster?
I'm protecting Alabaster.
You'll protect Alabaster, and you're staying with them. Okay, and you guys are fighting around it. You feel the swell of power coming in, and you kind of just don't know what's going to happen. The necromancer is about to go to his roll. You see him go down again to do another roll. You start to pull the power in to turn the whole realm into shadow. And the next moment, from the ceiling,
Oh boy.
you see a full figure and in full Black Knight armor comes out, and it's almost like in quiet. And he's falling down out of somewhere, a secret place, teleporting or what, and you don't know where. And he has the scythe in his hand and falls on the necromancer. Goes, and the necromancer screams. You see, he after hitting with the scythe, he kind of leaps off onto the floor, and the necromancer is like screaming, and you see like these rifts, almost like other colored light ripping out of him, like he's tearing apart of reality. And the farmer gets on the floor, immediately takes the weapon back again, and then throws the weapon out, and you see there's a chain attached to the sight. He goes, and pulls him over here near him. As he's coming through the air, he goes, chops off the head of whatever creature he was embodying, and then the spirit goes in all directions. You see power and light that was taken from him, from the crystal of time, go out into the world. Darkness from the necromancer goes out into the world and all spews out. And any sort of energy that was also connected from the time crystal through the conduit of the necromancer, like water through a pipe, pours out into the world.
Sounds best.
And that's what happens now. The whole room now is full of all this light of darkness, and then a bright white light, and there seems to be almost no middle at times. It's one or the other, and you're completely unsure of what is happening. Moments pass. You get a semblance again of physical reality, and you can see like your hands and yourself, and you see Alabaster is making his way out of here. You're still following. The only thing you can do is carry forward. For everyone else who's near the crystal, you've been thrown to the ground. You're on the floor just looking around, and you're completely disoriented, trying to figure out what's happening. We're going to start with Katic. What do you want to do?
So I'll stand up
Okay.
and look around. The necromancer's gone?
You can't see much. You can't confirm that he's gone or if he's still there. But you believe he's gone from what you saw.
And I can see Alabaster leaving the room. Who else is there?
Yes, you see the very end of Alabaster leaving the stairs going up.
The crystal's there?
You're not sure.
So what do I see around me?
It's hard to see anything.
I just thought... Okay, I reach around. Is anyone around?
Imagine I put you in a room with like heavy dark mist that's like a choking fog, and I also put 1,000 strobe lights on and make them all happen at the same time.
Oh, so you have a seizure.
All right, I'm going to try and make my way to the exit of the room.
Okay, so you make your way to the exit of the room. Hutch. You're unsure where other people are. You're only sure where you are.
Okay. If I stay low to the ground and look around, is the mist rising? Can I get a?
It's everywhere.
View of things?
No, it doesn't get better when you go down.
Okay. So I'll just yell out. Remember, work as a team. Let's go find Alabaster and protect him. And I kind of try to crawl to the exit.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you do.
I guess I'm still more towards the exit than they were, right?
Yes.
I go this way, and I start cracking the whip as a signal.
Okay. You're going upstairs. Damien?
I think I would first call out to Katic, just like see if I can see where he is.
You can have a quick...
Katic!
Let's get out of
Where
here.
are you?
Follow Alabaster. Out of the room.
All right. I start trying to make my way across the floor to where I think the exit was. Or if I hear him, I probably go that way too.
Okay.
If he's cracking
My
the
whip sounds like
there.
desk pops.
They do?
Hi, how convenient.
Okay, then.
See, that's a new sound effect you need, you know? Instead of the bang, 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 it's...
You all make your way towards the whip sound and towards the stairs, and all of a sudden you hear like the seismic charge sound from Star Wars, like the brrrr, and everything goes wide and wild, and just goes out from a wave from the inside of the crystal. That once again knocks you over to the ground if it didn't already. If you're upstairs, it knocks you over on that level. And you see, because you have visibility here, a bubble of time
Oh, no.
sweep out and go everywhere. And then everything goes quiet. The darkness disappears. The light disappears. When you all look around, you see some people are missing. Everyone roll d6.
2.
2.
6.
4.
1.
3.
You rolled a 1.
I don't have any.
Reroll. Again.
Burned out. Oh.
4.
Okay. You see all of you start to blink as if into non-existence.
Oh,
My goodness.
whoa.
Oh, man.
We're not playing around this episode.
No.
And then you start to disappear completely. You Marty McFly almost.
I love my mom.
And then I kiss my mom. And then you appear back into regular form. Linda disappears. Thalen stays.
Ooh.
We're now going to roll for King Thawen.
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes. For a 1, he disappears. 5. Alabaster. 2.
That was like this.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That was amazing.
I was like, Amy.
The farmer.
Reroll.
Oh, no! Reroll.
Reroll that.
Oh my.
It's a 1 on the floor.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it's a double.
Great, you can't reroll that.
Stop.
Here it comes. 5.
He ignores time. He's
Disappears, comes back.
So Thalen is there. Who's with you guys? Downstairs, you see a farmer walking around. And all the guards are gone. And it's quiet. It's like this.
All of them?
Yes, all the guards are gone.
What about the remains of the necromancer?
Necromancer? You do not see the necromancer.
Do we see any other, like, creatures?
No,
Okay.
there is simply nothing. You're in this fortress.
Crystal still there?
No.
It's gone. Gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Just empty space where the crystal was?
Yes.
What?
Like a meteor hit the ground, they removed the meteor, and you have the hole.
Hole still there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What about the vampires up on the top floor?
When you get to the top floor and you look around, you see no vampires. You're now in the throne room, just so you know.
Does the throne room look different?
Yes.
Does it look really old or really new?
It looks like it's been ruined for like, I don't know. Could be hundreds of years, could be thousands of years, or it could just be, maybe it was under some kind of crazy attack and it looks destroyed, but it looks like rubble. Mostly. Looks like an old throne. And the throne doesn't look the same either. It's kind of weird. The throne looks like it's made of like, just like stone.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I think I can ask this question.
Okay.
Do I recognize, does the throne room look like the throne room that we were in the Shadow Realm?
Did you go into the throne room? I don't think you did.
No.
Attic did. We were outside.
We went across the bridge.
You never went inside.
Right. He went. He's
He
the
went
only
inside.
one that went inside.
We caught him when he was coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I tried to get us to go in.
I mean,
I described it very thoroughly
Right.
to everybody.
because you could just ask him that question and he could describe it, I could just answer your question. It does look more similar to that.
Are we all upstairs now at this point?
Yeah, we'll see you all group upstairs. Downstairs, you saw Super Farmer walking around, and he seems to be talking to people that are not there. And makes no eye contact with anyone of you that are around the area.
He's outside, you said?
No,
He's downstairs.
He's downstairs.
Downstairs where the crystal was.
But he doesn't acknowledge us at all.
No.
Try to poke him. Just before I came upstairs, I would have tried to poke him.
You can't be in both places.
I said before we came back upstairs, if I saw him doing that, I would have tried to poke him.
So I'll give you the one action. This is when before you go upstairs, you
I went through him. Okay.
put your hand right through him.
That's weird.
Thalen? You said he's with us?
Thalen is physical with you.
We could poke him.
Why are you poking children?
All right.
I don't know.
He's here though. I go. Is there any windows in the throne room?
No.
Are there any windows in the antechamber outside the throne room?
No, but one more building brings you right outside.
Did there used to be windows in the throne room?
No.
Wait, wasn't there like a deck or something that he was standing out on?
That's
Yeah,
all
but
the way.
that's not the throne room.
Yeah.
That's 2 rooms
Yeah. I just want.
plus a bridge.
I go over to the doors. Are the doors barred? Still, this old right. The throne room doors were barred when we went down.
They're not barred.
Are they wizard?
Are they wizard?
They're multi-class. They're multi-class.
Wizard locked?
No.
Barred?
It's
Are they
like barred.
No, they are orcs.
Oh.
Come on.
Take 5 experience points.
All right. I open the doors.
And then remove it. No.
I open the doors. I just want to assess if like the antechamber to the throne room, if that's also empty. Or
Okay,
appears
so
to be.
yeah, when you walk up to the doors are not barred. It looks like somebody took it off. Yeah, took it off. You walk through the doors, and it seems like there's cobwebs. There's actually skeletons in armor on the ground, but like dead.
How are we
Obviously.
seeing?
Can we?
Like, where's the light?
How can you see?
Yeah. Like, is it just like oddly lit? Is it dark?
It is magically lit below, like that purple haze a bit, enough for you to see. When you go out here, there's light coming through, and coming through from like cracks in the walls here, and that second room.
Can we tell how, like, the knights died?
Is there like
You see
Messed up
skeletons
armor.
on the floor with armor on, and unfortunately, unless there's like a cracked bone, you can't see anything else. You can't tell if it's magic or if it was physical.
does the armor look dinged up like it was in combat?
Yes.
Does it look nice and fresh? That's messed up.
I want to.
Not fresh. It looks
I want to make my way to a place where I can see the outside where our light was as quickly as I can.
Yes, the next area would do that.
I move over just to see what outside looks like.
I'm gonna go with him.
So you travel to the next area. Is everybody with them now? Are you all grouped up or no?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So you're all. I imagine that you're not saying much to each other. No one has spoken to anyone else.
No,
really.
no, no. I think you were
Yeah,
shocked.
everyone's just like trying to like wrap their mind around what happened. You make your way out to the next area where you could see because there are no walls here, just columns, and you look out, and you see a world that is very different. You see a world that looks like it is like a dark wasteland. You don't hear civilization. You don't hear people. And looking over to where the city was, it looks like it's like remnants of what might have been a beautiful city one day.
Is my card out there anywhere?
From here, you cannot see where your card is.
Are there any people?
No.
I'm trying to like concentrate to see if I feel any like time power from that weird time bubble that hit us. Like if I could do anything.
When you concentrate on trying to activate something with time, you begin to feel sick.
Don't think about time. Throw up.
More than thinking, but yes.
Okay. I go back to Alabaster. Alabaster, what the Keeper did to you? Do you have any of the power remaining in you, or did whatever happen dissipate it?
The power is contained inside of me.
Do you know what happened? It looks like we've been thrown into the future.
I do not know if this is the future or an alternate realm.
All right.
But I don't understand. I went back to the past. I stopped the necromancer's plan. Why was he still there when we came back.
I do not know what you tried to do or what happened. I'm not sure.
When we left, Hex was in the shadow world. He was somehow protecting the necromancer, channeling his power or something, but that never happened. He wasn't there.
Unfortunately, for the information you seek, we, I believe, were shielded by all those changes.
You think because we were touching it and trying to help that's why we're not disappeared also?
I do not know the event or the exact action, but it feels like that we were within the bubble itself, unaffected.
So whatever we did, this perhaps is the result of that. This world, an alternate timeline, you said. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
That we killed everybody?
I think they've just been dead a long time.
Wait, how do we get you back to where you're supposed to be?
I am supposed to go to the necromancer's tower.
Here?
It is here near our lights in the north.
But like in this reality?
I don't know what this reality is.
I still think that we should get you where you were supposed to go. It sounded really important.
I am supposed to go back in time.
But are you gonna go back in time to where you're supposed to go, or back in time to whatever weirdo area we're in now?
This is not where I'm supposed to go.
How far away is the tower?
By foot, it would take some time.
It doesn't look like there's any way to travel faster or eat or anything. I don't see anything alive out here.
The mountains also are now black, like obsidian, rather than the snow-covered mountains we know before.
That's not good. The forests look corrupted too, like trees.
Yeah, dead or corrupted.
Whatever we did, we're gonna have to figure out a way to undo it.
Well, maybe what we did was okay, but we are not the ones to benefit from it. If we were somehow shielded from the changes that were made and brought out of our existence, then it may be okay.
That is possible also.
We're just the ones in trouble, so we might not want to
Undo things. We want to get where everyone else is. Is that what you mean?
Yes, if we can.
We have to. If the forest is corrupted and everything is dead, then what are we gonna eat? How are we gonna live?
If we get you to the necromancer's tower, you may be able to travel through time there if the magic still exists there.
You think we should travel with him?
No, wait.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Hold on, wait, tree guy.
Yeah.
Can you, like,
That's a name.
eat the soil and see if it's different than what you're used to?
I don't think that's wise.
I guess I could, plant my roots and see, but I think the answer's pretty clear. The whole.
There's no soil where you're standing.
Right. But the whole land looks corrupted. Do you sense vampires anywhere?
You're looking around the area. You just can't tell. You don't have enough information. You realize you guys constantly are asking a lot of questions about an area that you just is so foreign to you.
Yeah.
And you're standing at the top of a fortress that looks like it's been through something like hell and back.
So we need to find out
Perhaps.
more information. We're
Sorry.
gonna have to move.
There must be some clue as to what befell this place.
We need to find somebody alive.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, are you sure about that?
the king is here.
The king?
King Towin, is he?
No. Thawen, we didn't talk about it because no one asked.
Right.
But Thawen is also in the other version or realm or place where he cannot see you.
Oh, what about? But
We saw him.
Thalen's with you, and Thalen's just kind of following you guys.
But we saw Thawen the same way we saw the farmer?
Yes.
the same way.
Was there anybody else we saw like that, or just them two?
Funny enough, you don't see the other knights, but you did see the Super Farmer. You did see the Farmer. You did see Thawen. You did not see Linda.
Farmer was interacting with people we couldn't see?
Correct.
And Thawen was same way.
Correct.
All right.
Linda is not around, as Richard wants to know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Calling the Caddock has the power.
Do we think?
Richard Wild says, Caddock has the power from the necromancer. What is that now? That's what he asked.
I was thinking about that before.
I thought to fly.
You know what you definitely need to do is to tap into evil energy right now. That's what this quest is missing right now.
Caddock successfully defended himself from all of the necromancers.
Did you?
He only got 2 crystals or something, maybe.
That's all.
The final
Only-
one.
Yeah, it is
60%.
It's a power that would be in a crystal. That's kind of what it is. It's soul power. But yes, he did put 2 into you. Are you actually trying something or no?
No.
Okay.
Caddock has no desire.
I guess I wouldn't know to even ask this.
Thalen. I don't know if this is your home.
You look at Thalen and you realize that he looks different. He looks older.
How much older?
He's 72.
I was just going to say 72 as a joke. I uttered almost 72. That's so funny. He looks to be about 14.
Oh, wow.
And how old was he when he was in?
He looked about 8.
You seem bigger.
I guess so.
You guess so.
Be brave, young prince. Stay with us.
Do I remember like what I did in the time thing? Like, do I have a memory of that?
Yeah, you all remember everything you did.
So what happened when you guys blipped? I went back and tried to save my wife.
I talked to some dumb guards who didn't listen to me.
I spoke to Thawen.
I did as well.
I went back and stopped the necromancer from seizing control of my brother.
Anything else happen?
You were successful.
Well, that's...
Yes. Sadly, my brother was torn apart by vampires, but he did seem to prevent the necromancer from gaining control of anyone.
Weren't you there that day?
Oh, do you have memory of now the new events?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, as he's saying
yeah.
as he's saying that, it's piecing in your mind, and you're like, what?
Wow.
You did it twice, and now it's like, you're not sure which one.
Remember, I was injured that day. Yes.
Ease this heart.
So you have a bit of a cough now, and you have like a scar like across your chest.
Does he like
And-
feel that when he remembers it, or it just is?
I would say you just have the scar, and every once in a while you cough up blood a little bit, but you're okay. It's been a long time. It's almost like a wound that like hurts you and heals and hurts you and heals and hurts you and heals
Great.
constantly.
Awesome.
Yeah, you've gotten used to it at this point.
Right.
Big deal. So whatever you did actually changed time, if you remember it different. Do you remember what it was when you used to tell us the story?
You remember both versions.
Okay. All right. So
What's happening?
That could be part of what this is. Thalen, if we were to find where your room was, if this was your home, where would your quarters be? Where your father's? Like,
My room is next to my father's.
where would that be? Not like the throne room, but like his office or his private quarters.
We stay in one of the high towers there in the central tower.
Let's go to it and see if we can find any kind of anything that might give us an indication as to when we are, what happened here.
You begin to travel through this fortress, which is seemingly old, ruined, abandoned, or whatever it is. Travel quite a bit away up and within it, and finally you reach the highest tower, and it looks exactly as Thalen describes it on the way. It's a king's bedroom. It has multiple bedrooms attached to it, and he points to the one room that's his. When you get there, alabaster looks out the window, which is kind of looking towards the north. And Thalen is kind of looking around for his stuff, and there's nothing in there, no items. You almost can't even tell that it is his room.
I feel like if he looks older, maybe we're in the future, not the past, but maybe we're not that far in the future.
Anything metal we've passed, is it corroded, like, to the point of almost not being there? Like,
Metal?
yeah, like any kind of iron or metals that we've passed at all?
I don't know if you would have passed any. You passed
Torches on the
the
wall.
armor. The
or-
armor was down on the soldiers, and that seemed to be weathered and changed.
I look
But,
at my
like-
hands. I take off the gauntlets and look at my hands.
You've not aged.
So it doesn't feel like I've aged?
No.
Okay.
Very long fingernails.
Hutch, can you
Imagine.
tell anything by the change in materials from blacksmithing? Any aging or anything?
Yeah, I look at the metals. Do I notice anything different or weird about them?
Make a roll. You have armor smithing, weaponsmithing.
Yes.
Okay, make a roll. Add your knowledge.
No. 4.
Rob was rolling with you in support.
I was like, I heard that. I was like,
4. You are unable to get a good read on the metal, but I'll let you ask me a simple question.
About the metal?
Yeah. It's got to be a very easy question.
Is there a lot of rust on the metal?
Is there a lot of rust in the metal? Yes.
In Thawen's quarters, are there any books, anything that's still, physically capable of being manipulated?
You don't see any items in here. There's no books, shelves, tables, nothing. It's either been cleared out, destroyed, or something else.
This is bizarre.
So it's like no objects, really?
No. Yeah, it's like an empty, abandoned.
I'm like Will Smith at the end of Fresh Prince. He's in the room by himself, looking around. There's no furniture in it. You know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Is the hands in his
And all of a
pocket.
sudden,
He just compared this epic episode to Will Smith.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What about? But is there furniture though?
No,
No furniture at all.
not in here.
This is. Does this look like the right when we went through the portal into the shadow world? I know we asked this in a similar way, but we went into a room in a tower that had no furniture in it, just a door, right?
Correct.
Is similar to that?
Into the fact that there's no furniture.
Yeah.
That world seems very similar to this one, but it's not the same.
The sky is different. Right, that was all purpley.
I would venture to guess that this world feels like a combination of both worlds.
No, it's the best. Not the best.
It's the worst of both worlds.
All right.
Do we have anything to make another one of those portals?
No.
Alabaster.
I do not have any. I do, however, have a guess about what is happening.
What's your guess?
I am supposed to return to the necromancer's tower. I carry with me the energy, the power of the keeper. It is what saves the world, simply because of its existence, and because it is not taken by the necromancer, of course. But we seem to be somewhere else. I believe that I never made it to the necromancer's tower, but yet we are somewhere in between. Perhaps an existence caught between the fact that I am still alive, but yet never made the journey. I cannot explain exactly what is happening, but if I did not make it, what would happen? die. Did not complete my quest.
So we neither won nor lost, and this is the we're in balance.
Some sort of limbo. The world that would be, perhaps in one state or another.
Can you access time at all? I tried before and it just made me feel wrong.
I cannot access the power within me. It is too great. I can carry it, but that is all.
Can we maybe access it together like we did?
We cannot access the Keeper's power. It is too great.
Well, let's see if we make it to this whatever the Chronomancer's tower is in this world. And
I guess. I do not know the state it would be in.
from the castle, we'd go through the remnants of the town to get towards the tower, right? That's the direction, or is it the opposite way?
You would just get down to. You actually travel through the city,
Right.
and then you would head north, and then eventually west.
Would I see my cart?
Would you see your cart?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's the future.
Do I see my cart while we're
I
walking?
can't. You're not walking, so I can't answer those questions.
Aren't we going? No?
Let's go. I say, yeah, stop farting around this tower and get moving.
If there's a job to be finished, let's finish it.
Yes, let's go.
Are we taking the kid?
Of course. Can't leave him here.
His lordship, yes, he's
Prince Thalen is fine. No lordship or anything.
sorry,
All
Prince
right,
Thalen.
Prince, let's go.
Yes.
Why is he here?
He was with
I look
us.
at Alabaster.
I don't know. I do not know if what I am saying is correct.
It's just what you're feeling.
I do know that I have a destiny to fulfill, and it is unfulfilled.
Kid, when we saw you before we entered this bubble, you were littler than you are now. Your memories. What happened after you were like 7? Do you remember being in that room downstairs with a big battle happening?
Yeah, but that was years ago.
Yeah, what happened after that?
A lot.
Yeah.
You want to fill us in on the big parts of that?
We left that battle and came here. That's our memory. We don't remember anything that happened after that battle. So if you're
Oh yeah, that battle was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, so what's the last thing you remember before you were here with us?
It's a bit hazy.
Because the episode ends. And that is where we end this episode today, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening. Check out more shows like this at theaudiodungeon.com.